What is going on, people? Welcome back to more of Aaron. I know it's been a minute since I posted on this channel, but what better way to post my first real video on this new channel than with this Spider-Man reaction? Listen, anybody that knows me in personal or on a personal level, I should say, knows that I'm a massive, and I mean massive Marvel fan. Listen, I read the comics, not all of them, but some of them when I was younger. I watched some of the cartoons. So, you know, there's a bit of history there, you know. And with this, listen, I talked about this various times with, especially my cousins. Shout out to Patrick, shout out to Pamela, big Marvel fans as well. We keep talking about this, and Jesse as well, that's my guy. We keep talking about this Marvel stuff, and we keep saying, especially now, more than ever, Marvel are kind of walking on thin ice, if I'm really being honest. There's been a lot of stuff after phase 4 and even during phase 4 that's just been, I'm sorry, it's been a flop. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. There's a lot of stuff that I watched because, you know, I want to keep up with the timelines, and you know, with Marvel there's certain things that are being referenced in certain movies or certain series that if you miss those things, you might not know what's being talked about. So you might be a bit, you know, in the gray area. You might not know what's being talked about. You might not know what's going on. So sometimes you just have to watch, or at least me, sometimes I would watch a series just for the sake of it because I wanted to be up to date with anything and not miss any Easter eggs or something that X, Y, and Z said in this episode of this series. So like I said, there's a lot of stuff that Marvel did after phase 4, even during phase 4, that was just flops, man. Complete flops. So with this movie now, they have a chance to completely redeem themselves. They have a chance to work their ways back into our hearts the way they did with Endgame, the way they did with Infinity War. Like, those were such important moments in the culture of movie as Marvel fans. Like, everybody remembers, those moments in cinema when the hammer lifts off the floor and then it ends up in the hand of Captain America and everybody's screaming and shouting. Like, you know, these moments, they're unique. So for Marvel to go from that to some of the stuff that they did was a bit annoying. So like I said, this movie and Doomsday are the perfect movies for Marvel to redeem themselves. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at them. Well, we're going to have a look at the trailer, because the trailer came out today and there was this weird thing going on where, I promise you, I'll stop talking and we'll get to the reaction. There was this weird thing where Tom Holland announced that they were going to release different snippets, and all of the snippets were like a second or two, which I found very weird. Like, there was no need to do that, you know? Just drop the trailer, let us react to it, and then that's it. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and then after the video, I'll talk about my theory. I've got my theories, but I'm curious to see if my theory is going to take place in this trailer. But let's get into it, man.
I can't believe our first hit MIT! MJ, come on, pretend like you're not the happiest you've ever been in your entire life.
I can't.
I knew it!
Hi, my name is Peter Parker. You don't remember me, but we used to know each other. Something bad was going to happen, and the only way to stop it was to make everyone forget about me. Because I'm not just Peter Parker. I'm Spider-Man.
The hell, Frank? You just hit me with a van!
Quit your whimpering. Suit yourself. Mother.
Go home!
And sometimes Spider-Man has to do the hard thing, even if it breaks Peter Parker's heart. What is happening to me? Oh, God. Excuse me, Dr. Banner. I need your help. What did you say your name was?
DNA is mutating?
It would be enormously dangerous.
Spiders have 3 life cycles. When between cycles, it can leave the spider vulnerable to threats.
We are faced with a danger that we can't control. One we can't even see. Stay out of my way.
You're losing it, kid.
And for those spiders who make it through, it amounts to a kind of rebirth.
Nice flowers.
Oh, they're a housewarming gift.
I'm MJ.
I'm just a neighbor from across the hall.
Friendly neighbor.
Yeah, man. Yeah. This is legit. This is legit, people. Oh, I'm so happy I watched this. Now, listen, we need to get into it. There's a couple of theories that I had before this that I read, right? I read somewhere that they would go down the route of Spider-Man now having, what's it called? Spider-Man now having organic spider webs. So shooting from his actual wrists. Because remember, when he met the 2 other Spider-Mans in the multiverse of madness thing. Is it the multiverse of madness? No. It was with Doctor Strange. I can't remember the exact name off the top of my head. But anyway, when he met the 2 other Spider-Mans, remember how surprised and how impressed he was of the Tobey Maguire version of Spider-Man, because he could shoot spider webs from his wrists because, you know, his DNA got mutated with DNA from spiders. So the fact that first of all, he drops to the floor, which probably means he's been sedated with some sort of poison or whatever that is. Then he goes to Dr. Banner and Dr. Banner tells him if DNA is mutated, it can be dangerous, something along those lines. That could go down the route of Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man being able to shoot spider webs from his own wrists. Because another Easter egg or another indication of that is he's in a cocoon. He's cocooning. Remember, he goes through the spider webs, then he drops, and then that's another indication, because that's what spiders do, innit? They cocoon in their own little thing, and then they do whatever they have to do. But anyway, this is an indication that Spider-Man could possibly be able to shoot spider webs from his own wrists. And that alone, if the MCU go down that route, oh my goodness, that's going to be mental. Second thing is, who is that guy just messing with people's minds? At one point, there's a soldier, you know, just doing these weird gestures, and then it goes up to someone else. And who's able to tamper with people's minds like that? Like, who is that? Please let me know in the comments below. I might not know who it is, but please let me know. And then there's another thing. I need to try and go back here. Can I go back to this? Let me just go back quickly. 1 second. Let me go back. Let me see. What else did I see? Yes. You see this here, right? You see this? Who is that? First of all, that looks like a version of Deadpool or something. Then what is this? Is this an indication that Venom might be involved? Or am I tripping? I don't know. Please let me know in the comments. This to me is crazy, right? This one. Where is it? Where is it? Let me get a good shot of this. Let me get a good shot. Marvel, you might be onto something. That's Punisher confirmed. Now I just need to find out whether the rumors of Hulk being in this are true. But this already, yeah, thumbs up massively. Now this here, these are looking like ninjas or Shaolin or whatever that is. Could this be an indication that maybe Shang-Chi might be involved in this? Because there's no other reason for me to believe that these guys, all of a sudden, like, how is he? Is there a storyline in the comics where he's fighting samurais or ninjas or whatever that is? Shang-Chi has to be involved. Like, surely, with all these guys being here now, and then you got this amazing shot. Let me show you that. I mean, this is cinematic at this point. Reminds me of the other trailer of the previous Spider-Man, where him, in the trailer, it was only him going up against the villain, but the 3 villains. But then, obviously, in the movie, it ended up being the 3 Spider-Mans against the 3 villains. But anyway, this shot is crazy. It's amazing. But this, people, makes me believe that Shang-Chi might be involved in this. Now, like I said, Marvel have some making up to do because the past few years, it's not been amazing. I'm looking at this, right? And I'm going, WandaVision, Loki, loved it. What If, loved it. Hawkeye, okay. Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, flop, I'm sorry. Moon Knight, amazing. Falcon and the Winter Soldier, loved it. Black Widow, loved it. Shang-Chi, loved it. Eternals, whatever happened with the Eternals? They should have carried it on. That was such an amazing movie. If anyone knows why, please let me know in the comments. Spider-Man, No Way Home, just talked about it. Multiverse of Madness, loved it. Thor, Love and Thunder, flop. Wakanda Forever, loved it. Armor Wars, whatever happened with that? We never saw the light of day of that. Never saw it. The Marvels, okay. Quantumania, okay. Obviously, Fantastic Four ended up coming out last year. Secret Invasion. Is that the series from... Yeah. With Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah. Watched that. Loved it. Ironheart. Obviously, it didn't end up coming in 2022, but it ended up coming last year. They kind of rushed it, in my opinion. Wasn't really a fan of it. I Am Groot. Didn't watch it. Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. Didn't watch it. If that ever came out, I don't know. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. All right. Loved it. The whole storyline with Rocket going up against his old master. I don't know if I liked it that much. Blade. Whatever happened with that? We were meant to see Blade, and I swear it was Mahershala Ali that was meant to play the lead role in that. Whatever happened with that? See, there's a lot of questions still lingering about. Then we had Phase 5. Quantumania. Obviously ended up coming, in 2023 instead of the previous one. Like I said, all right. Secret Invasion, obviously, that was the real version. Loki Season 2, loved it. What If Season 2, loved it. X-Men 97, I don't know if that came out. Has it came out? And if it did, I probably didn't watch it. Agatha All Along, bro, I watched the first 2-3 episodes, switched it off. Didn't like it. Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, didn't watch it. Daredevil Born Again, yes. Ironheart, obviously the real one. That was nice. Guardians, that ended up being the real one. That was nice. Iron Groot, like I said, didn't watch it. The Marvels, ish. Echo, I didn't even understand the meaning of that. I watched it, like I said, for timeline purposes, but Deadpool Wolverine, I liked that one because there were a lot of references in there that kind of shook me up a little bit. I think we missed this one. We never really got to see this one, What If Season 3? Captain America, Brave New World. I feel like they rushed this one as well, and too quickly we were able to tell that, Red Hulk was going to be the general. Anyway. Thunderbolts, again, didn't really like it that much. So, and obviously Fantastic Four came out last year. Punisher, has that come out already? No. Spring 2026? No, obviously not. Marvel Zombies, has this come out? I don't think so. And then you got these coming up soon. Obviously Avengers Doomsday coming up end of this year, and Spider-Man coming up in July, and Daredevil Born Again, obviously, which I'll check out. Wonder Man, I'm not going to be bothered to watch that. I can tell from the trailer it doesn't look appealing. But anyway, this is, like I said, Marvel has the potential with Spider-Man and with Doomsday to do something incredible and work their ways back into our hearts and be Marvel fans again, true Marvel fans, because a lot of the stuff that they brought out was just flops, So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I've seen the trailer now. I can't wait for the movie to come out. I hope they don't release more trailers with too many spoilers. Keep it as it is now. Keep us guessing, because that's the only way you're going to keep people on side. But anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about any and everything I've just discussed. Marvel, you have the potential to do something special, my friends. Kevin Feige, I got my eye on you. I got my eye on you, Kevin. But anyway, you know what to do. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will see you very, very soon with more stuff. Peace.